Hi guys. Happy Friday, Linjan. Hope you're fine. Hope everybody's alright. Right, I'll get on talking today. Right, let's greet each other before I start talking. Hi Melissa Mpofu, Unjani. Hi Cindy Mandy. Hello. Hi Petty. How are you, Dali? Hi Zinhle Delta. Hi Maria Zulu. Hi Tembi Pepe. Hello Nyasha Mukanga. Hi Candy Sebele. And who else? Right. Hi guys, hope you're all fine. Hope everybody's doing well. Hi Mukoma Wenyika. Hello. Hi Susan Yoni. Good. Great. Thank you so much guys for coming through. Hope you're having a good time. Hi Mastanda. Hello Mr. Wedi Kumunda Kaulem. Hi everybody guys. Hope you're doing fine. Hope your Friday is alright and you're keeping on well. Hi, my little sister. Hi, Brenda. Love you so much, love. Hope you're all keeping well, guys, and everything is going on so well. This morning I posted something to tell you that, you know what? This stressful situation that you are in right now, yeah? You're busy trying to shape your life. You're busy trying to, get things into shape. Already you realizing your situation is good enough. It's good enough for you to get on your toes and get moving. Pat yourself on the back, guys. Pat yourself on the back and tell yourself, Uguti, just this decision that you have made. Honestly, you've started the journey and you are not looking back. And I'll tell you one thing, whatever situation that you're going through right now, especially, I talk in particular about this diaspora, processing the journey. It's not easy, but that situation will not be like that forever. Brenda here, this little sister of mine, will tell you about my journey. She will tell you she was the first one to relocate and come to the UK, but the journey was never easy. She would come to my house and talk to me, Ati, what's this? Everything is okay and all that. It was so stressful, guys, but look at me now. Hi, To. How are you? So, sister, how are you? Glad to see you here. So, I know you cannot breathe, Noma. I know you cannot breathe. Whatever I post on the page, guys, know that it's not about me. Yeah? I hardly put a situation about me, really, unless if I just want you to laugh. But it's just to encourage you. I put that post to say, you know what? Whatever you're going through, I know you're so much pressurized, you're just thinking, oh my goodness, next month I'll still be here. Oh my goodness, I'm getting all the regrets. Oh my goodness. I want to read to you something, guys. Please remind me. I just want to read to you, the responses that one of us here keeps getting. But she will never stop. She is not stopping and she's not destined to stop making her applications. So, whatever I post, like the post that I did post this about 2-3 hours ago. It was just meant to tell you that I didn't get to where I am now so easily. It was never easy. It never came so easily. There were times where I would sit and cry and say, oh my goodness, Lord, some have gone. So will I be in this situation forever? These papers are taking too long to be processed. Everything seems to be taking so long. So I'm just meant to encourage you to say, everybody, hardly have I heard anybody who says her process was easy. They just came here and it was just like that. Hi, Pam. How are you, Dali? Hope you're fine. Hi, Masi. Hi. How are you, Dali? Lovely to see you. So it's just to motivate you to say, in as much as you want to move, it might not happen at your time where you're saying, Mina, by next week I should be gone, or by next week I should have got a response, for them telling me that, they're inviting me for interviews and all that. Guys, in as much as we want things to happen our own way, but they can never happen our own way. The only thing that we can do is just us putting an effort. And the moment you decide to let go, the moment you decide to look back and say, no, this is not working out. Oh yeah, Pamela, please, another vlog. It's been long. Noma, thank you for saying that. I've been saying it, and thank you for saying that to Pamela. Yeah, so that's all right, Marapeng. That's all right, no problem. I'll save it. So the whole point is, guys, don't lose hope. This thing is doable. People are coming. Some have even come. I know some that come. Those that come the other routes. Yeah. They come and they're sent back at the airport. Imagine how much they would have spent and all that, and all those little things. Yeah, I see, Pamela. I know. So it's not easy, guys. When I just stay focused and tell yourself, my situation right now won't be like this permanently. Yeah, everything honestly happens and it goes. Yeah, so we keep trying again. It can never stay like that. Next year, guys, we'll be talking of a different story. As long as you stay focused, as long as you remain knowing what exactly you want. There's definitely hope for the dry bones. You're right, Gugu. So I would just want to, to lighten up your Friday, to say, you know what, guys, Tina, we ain't stopping. La. We are not stopping anytime now. Yeah, people can say what and what and what, but we shall stop when we get to our destination. And our destination, it's different places, getting to wherever you want to get to, any diaspora destination that you've thought of, because wherever you are right now, it's not worth it. Yeah, you've got a better life out there to live. And for you to get to wherever you want to get to, you definitely need to work hard for it. You need to sweat for it. You need to get disappointments to sharpen you so that you correct whatever you're doing wrong. So I thought it was very important to come here, guys, and, get a bit of, just give you a bit of a shake up, to say, listen, you're not giving up now. You can't afford to, because if you ever think of giving up, yeah, left is all from Zim. It's doable after a long struggle, though. Thank you so much, Zinhle. It is after a long struggle. All the people that I've spoken to, guys, they've always testified to say it was not easy. It was not easy at all. The last the last live that I did, I was talking to you about somebody who wrote the wrong IELTS. This person wrote the wrong IELTS, guys, that's why I brought up this topic today, to say, let's talk about the do's and don'ts of this process, because some just get into it without really focusing, or maybe, somebody said, let's do it. But when you're not focused, you're just getting into it, but you haven't done your due diligence, you haven't done your researches and everything. Then you end up, doing the wrong things. Just when things are about to happen, then you're told, no, we can't offer you the visa because of this. So we're giving you, a maximum of 10 days to get this thing sorted out, or else you'll have to restart the visa processing. You can imagine how disheartening that is. I really had to do a bit of some counseling, because, we were just counting days. We were just counting days to say, you know what, very soon you'll be there, you'll be at, Heathrow and what. So those are the little things that really break our hearts, guys, to say, at times you even think, maybe there's some witchcraft or something. Which, guys, it is not. Because if you did the wrong test, what witchcraft is there? There is no witchcraft like that. But it's just those little things that we sometimes, don't really dwell much on. And then we just take things for granted and say, okay, I want to do this process. But you are not really into it, like full force. Yeah? Guys, when you're doing this process, you really need to really focus. You need to tell yourself, with whatever I've been doing, all the extra curriculum, whatever, just forget about them a little bit. Yeah? Forget about them a little bit and just focus. Because I also talk of you checking your emails almost after 2 hours, guys. You need to check your emails for any updates. If you're one person who, because I've always encouraged you to always subscribe to these websites, yeah, where you'll be sent links, yeah, you send in your CV, and as long as they have jobs that match your job, they'll be sending you emails. And you have to keep checking those emails so that at least you're the first one to see that job advert, and then you put in your application. So imagine if you're busy with other things and you don't really focus on this process. Guys, it's time where you really need to focus, like, deeply, You never mind about everything that's going on around you, especially things that won't help you to get to your destination. Yeah. So those are the little things that really cost us a lot. So I thought we're just going to run through those, the do's and don'ts, and then you get to see where you're really making a mistake, and then we correct the things from there. The links, I've always said to you guys, I will not come and give you links. I do sometimes, especially when I see that, there's a job, maybe I was checking for something, then I say, oh, wow, this job, I'll definitely save it and then come and give it to you. But I know the links are out there. They are out there, guys. We don't want to be monotonous, we don't want to, but the best that you can do, which I've always encouraged you, is subscribe. You're not subscribing with any money, by the way, when you're subscribing to these websites, yeah? But you are making them aware that you are there looking for this type of job. then when that job comes out, they'll certainly alert you. You hear these alerts that are coming in my phone, I'll bet with you, these are job alerts. So when they alert me, guys, it has nothing to do with me, but it's just for you. When they alert me, I bring them on to you as long as I see there's visa sponsorship. Okay? And Dosh is saying she's not feeling well today. I won't be able to. Oh, sorry about that. Please get well soon, hey? Please do get well soon. I hope it's not anything serious. Yeah. Thank you so much for letting us know. And Dosh will put you in our prayers, hey? Right. So I want us to talk briefly about that. And then I know someone who wrote the wrong English, had to write, submitted. They told her they want new COS within 10 days, but she didn't give up. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's the same thing that I said to this one. I said, you're not going to give up. You've done a lot to get to where you are. I'm glad you're bringing that, Noma. I'm glad you're bringing that. So it's practical things that are happening out there. And you can imagine, where honestly do they expect you to do all these things within 10 days? Yeah. So with this one, with my case, with, my person's case, we're not going to reach the 10 days, but at least the company has agreed that they're going to give them a new, start date and all the, the COSs and what. So because the new test date is not within the 10 days. So you can imagine all those, it really disheartens you and you're like, honestly, I should have done this. I should have checked what English to write and all that. So we don't want to make those mistakes, guys. I know there are some who might be starting their process and we don't want to make that mistake. It might not only be the English, the English test mistake, but other things, along the way. Yeah. I want us to get this thing right, guys, especially with the care work. Yeah. I want us to get this thing. When I'm doing this, I'll just be running through, but I want us to try and understand something here. Right. For those who are applying for care work, let's agree, Lapa, to disagree. For those who are anybody can help us to answer this question, guy. I just want to get clarity a little bit here. For those who are applying for care work, especially in the UK, and then you've been holding your degree, yeah? Maybe it's your degree in teaching, BA in teaching, or you're holding your degree in accounting, or you've got your degree in sociology, whatever degree that you have. Remember, when you've got a degree, you do not write the IELTS, but you do what we call it's the NARIC, yeah, where they sort of like evaluate your degree against the English, as long as you did your English, your degree in English. So there's no need for you to write the IELTS, right? But I've got a question there. Let's listen to each other so that I get answers, because I was just asking myself, and then I think I need clarity from any of you here, right? So when you're applying for care work, remember care work doesn't need a degree. Yeah, you just need those courses. Yeah, it's under the general visa anyway, right? And then you decide not to write your English, and then you use your degree, right, for you to be exempted from the English. Then what happens to Home Office? Because they know these jobs are advertised for carers who don't need degrees for them to be, whatever, because they'll certainly check on your previous, employment, what you've been doing and what. As long as you declared that you've been a professor in what, or you've been a manager in whatever, or you've been a teacher, then, and you've got your degree, you don't have your English, then what happens? Are your chances high of you being given this visa without any questions? I'm trying to get something happen. I don't know if you hear my question, guys. If you don't hear it, then it means I don't understand myself. Because we are saying you should be a carer for you to qualify for this job. But because of the need, because of the desperation that people have, which we've always encouraged each other anyway, you have to de-roll. If ever you've been owning those degrees and what, then you want to come as a carer. It's fair and fine. Yeah, you come as long as you're able to de-roll. But how are your chances? How are your chances of getting this? But I think it may raise questions. Right now, I'm what's TBH? I don't know. But I think it may raise questions. Thank you, because yeah, I thought so too. Because I know someone. They've asked her to write English, but now I'm saying, don't you think those are some of the mistakes there as well that we make? Why not just do your English? You need the degree to be evaluated and get an evaluation certificate. Right, thank you, Samgeli. So you need to get that evaluation certificate. And suppose this person has got the evaluation certificate, and then what will the Home Office be questioning now. What they be saying, but what degree did you do? And how come you are going for this, for this non-degree, job? I don't know. I was just asking myself, because I've got such a scenario. And unfortunately, this person handed in their papers and everything, but you need to show you have experience in the care work. All right, Samgeli. So thank you so much, Samu, for bringing that up. Yeah, because I know people who have come and they've got their degrees evaluated and everything has gone okay. But now I think with the strictness of e-home office, I think they're getting too fussy about that. Because this is not the first person that I've heard. They've said she should re-evaluate her degree or something like that. But I thought maybe they were trying to buy time or something, because if everything is right there and people have come and they, the home office, are the ones that, brought up that thing to say, okay, all right, all right, my love, I see that now. I see that, Brenda. I see that, Uguti. It means to be honest. Okay. So you get where my question is. Hi, Rom. Okay. All right. So, hi, big sis. You need to show your experience. Exactly. You really need to show your experience. And if you've got enough experience and then they know, or they see, no, this person is what? This person will be the right candidate for the job. Remember, they may not even want your side of the story. Don't stand out. Just do the whole process. There is also a fear that you may disappear from care. I thought so as well. I remember I once asked the question, sis, too. Oh, okay. Where is? Oh my goodness. All right. I remember I once asked the question, sis, too. Say, won't they ask why some of you have? Okay. Where has that? Okay, Everjoy. Right. I want to read this. Right. Of us who have degrees certainly have interest in care work. Yeah, please come through and let's talk about this, because we want to correct something here. I don't know, but I know people went. Don't misquote me. I know people went, and that's how this narrative thing came about. Yeah, which you don't really need to do your IELTS if you've got a degree. Yeah, but now I am saying, but this person needs to be assisted. All right, Mukoma Wenyika, I'm adding you just now. Because this person needs to be assisted, and we can't just brush off this thing. Yeah, it's the experience in care that they're looking for, because most candidates fail to show the experience. Thank you so much, Samu. So maybe this person won't be have sent you stars. I haven't seen them, sis. Hi, sis. Hi, Mukoma Wenyika.
Yes, hi, how are you? Good evening, Maspera say.
Good. Taswera, muri right.
Muse, long time, guys, long time.
But I hope you're fine. I just see you and I'm thinking, Iowa, everything is poor. How are you?
Not too bad. I just come in to answer the question. Maybe, very quickly. I'm at work actually, so I just I might be interested.
The time. Thanks.
Yes. If you're a professor, you want to be a care working, then that is wrong, and it's 100%, and they will quickly pick it up. What's really inspired you as a professor, downgrading yourself and become a carer? So in most cases about immigration and stuff, it depends with the person who holds your papers.
Yeah.
So once they check that there are some of the degrees that are nothing, and there are some of the degrees that are they got the value in it, like ITs, all those things. How come you are a nurse, you want to be a carer? Something is not adding up there. Rather die being a nurse and sacrifice and try keep looking your way instead of going downwards. So my advice to everyone is, if you have a degree, if you convert it and it's fair and fair, fine. But don't mention it as if we have worked using your degree before, and you are a professor on your own and you want to be a carer. Obviously, automatically they will reject you.
Thank you so much.
So my advice is, change your degree, but Don't put it in your CV. Keep it. If they ask you, you tell them straight there are no jobs. And it's obvious, and there are no jobs. I never practice it.
Okay.
So there's no harm on it to say the truth that I never use it because there are no jobs. So I changed my career 10 years ago. I'm now a carer because of my father or my mother died or I was looking after my mother or whatsoever. You know, there are so many ways of explaining yourself.
Now it makes sense to me. Yeah, now it makes sense.
Yes, you can explain yourself. I trained as a professor or whatever you think that a degree is, but I did not go that way because I was sitting with my father or my mother who was sick or whatever. That's how I come up being a carer. And for me, being a carer is not coincidence or whatsoever, but it's something that I like because from my mother or my cousin or something like that. You can explain it that way.
Yeah. Guys, I hope you're getting clearly what our brother is saying here, because it now makes sense from Ato Dropper. I'm sure he has to, duty calls. Thank you so much, Sispri. Thank you so much for the stars. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you very, very much. I greatly appreciate you. God bless you. God bless you. Now it makes sense. And then Usamu then comes up with the issue of you having the experience as well. They want to see the experience, the care work experience in you, right? And then remember, it's the two people that you're dealing with here, the home office and your employer, right? Your employer, from the word go, you should let them know what Umkoma is saying, yeah? Yeah, in as much as I've got whatever degrees, or in case they pick it up that you've got a degree in what. That's why lots of people that I saw their CVs, I was discouraging them from putting all the, the degrees and all that on their CV, because this is not what they're looking for. They're looking for care experience. They're looking for care courses that you've done. Over my degree, local and everything. No, you're going to put that when the degree job comes up and you're applying for that particular job. So already your employer has to just know that you're coming here for care work, right? But in case they pick it up, explain like brother explained it, that you've got your reason, you've got different reasons. There's no job in Zimbabwe, there's no job in Africa or whatever. So I just did the degree, but I never practiced this type of law. And then I ended up coming into care work because of my reasons, what, right? And then same with even the home office. When home office picks it up, like you've done the NARIC and you've got your papers evaluated and everything, when they need to question you when it comes to that, I think you need to know what exactly to say, so that we don't get your, you don't get your visa rejected. I hope you get what I mean, guys. Yeah? Because like at the same time, you've got your degree and you can't be spending all those 210s, for yourself, or your 210s for your UKVI, when you can actually, do the evaluation of your degree. So thank you so much, Ngoma. Is there anybody who wanted to clarify more? But I think he has said it. I have someone who came here as a carer, but is a nurse. They declined her visa twice because she had put her nursing qualification. They said, why is she overqualified? Thank you so much, Pamela. Thank you so much, Pamela. Thank you very much. You can imagine being declined your visa because you've stated that you are a nurse. Who said we've advertised carer jobs? So why are you telling us that you are a nurse? It's we don't get prepared. Thank you so much, Sispri. We don't really prepare ourselves for this kind of, for this process. Let's not give it a blind eye. These are very important things that we should look at. We don't want to delay our process by these small little things. Yeah. So let's make sure we really look into them. Yeah. Remember, they may not even want your side. Okay, I've read that. So, okay. Right, your questions, guys. I might miss some of the comments and the questions. Sorry about that, because they're coming up too fast, too quickly. Yeah, but I think that has been answered. Thank you so much, Mkoma. That has been answered, and it really makes sense now. It so much makes sense. And please add me, Islam. Mkoma has raised. All right, let me add you, Zenhle. That's all right. It's clear. Oh my goodness, my stars, my Jesus Christ, who's this one? My goodness, who sent me stars? Mana wait, mana zinhle mbano faka ama stars umbonile. Yimbon. Who put stars? Mana zinhle see address indaba yangikhona sibonge, because we don't want to seem like we don't appreciate. Oh my goodness, who put the stars? Oh my goodness, and I didn't even see ukuthi mbani ofakile amanye ama stars, but I greatly appreciate, but I didn't see how uzinhle sebalekile. I didn't see. Oh, Minenhle. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Mini. Thank you so much. The 99 stars, I greatly appreciate. Nyabonga kakhulu. I greatly appreciate you, Dali. God bless you. Nyabonga kakhulu. I greatly appreciate. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Mini. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. So, Zinhle, you can ask to be added, and then we can talk. You can ask to be added. I always want to appreciate guys when, I mean, it's gratitude anyway. Yeah, it's just you know, when something good happens, it's done, you just have to appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, Zinhle, request to be added, and then we'll add, and then we get on the talking. Registered nurses can come as carers, particularly as they cannot get verification. Yes, Samgelisiwe, says, tell me, but then when it comes to, do you know companies that are taking them like now? Because we've got a lot of nurses that are in that situation. I think they would need, you know, assistance if we've got information of companies. Hi, Zinhle.
Hello, Nova.
Hi, Dali. Talk to us.
Mina ngingunesi and the problem. I did caregiving in 2015 to 2018 before I started this nursing thing. And then from there, I trained as a nurse. I've been practicing for just a year. So you know the bonding issue. So I'm under bonding. I have no diploma. I have no verification. So what do I do in such a scenario? Because they will need me to explain the gap. Yes.
You know what, Zinhle? Maybe it's not for me to say it now, like in public, like this, you know, on how you're going to play around it and everything. Yeah, because we don't want to destroy your chances of getting opportunities out there. But definitely, when you get somebody who will help you with your CV, I don't want people to be writing CVs for you, but get somebody who's going to help you with your CV, and then all that is actually answered. Because I've got a lot of people that have also brought up that question, but that can be sorted out. It's not something really that you can, you know, and say, how do I explain the gaps and everything? But people who can assist you with your CV drafting and everything will definitely assist on that aspect. And then I was just asking, there's one of our sisters who said, I'm a carers, they've got an opportunity for them, I'm a nurse, they've got an opportunity for them to come as carers, which is fair enough, it's good. And so I was just asking, do they know some particular companies? Because there are some companies that specify to say, we want nurses who can come in as carers. At least they don't have much training to do. Yeah, I know of a company in the UK that wanted those people, but now I tried to check on them, and it seems they've recruited enough. So I just wanted to know what will a company that's doing it like currently, so that Lani, you get a chance, you know, you apply, and you know, that could be an opportunity. So I don't know if Usis Makui has responded to us. Oh yes, she says yes. Okay. Yes, Zinhle.
So no, because I've also been getting declines because and I think that's the main reason why I'm not being taken.
Exactly. So I want to go to the topic which when I'm system. You can on the inbox this one. Yeah, we'll talk on the inbox, Maku, and then you help us the way forward on how we can help, you know, Amanes in that aspect. So I'm sure when we talk, you know, in the backgrounds, then we'll certainly bring the response lapper and we take it from there, right? And
all right, sis.
That's fair enough. Yeah. All right, Zinhle, all the best. So stop into yakho leyo kulokhu khuluma ngesinensi sakho leso. All right, all the best then. All right, dear. Great. So I hope, guys, we're going to get our breakthrough. One of our sisters might help. Definitely, Sisamu is going to help us, and then we take it from there. You know, that's how we help each other. The other day, remember, we had somebody who is Usis Regina, who is in New Zealand, and she managed to, you know, share information with us. and managed to even, I was talking to her even the other day, and also managed to call companies, you know, to tell us about this thing and all that, you know, these opportunities. So like I always say, information is amongst us, Tina, not from Unobantu. Mina, this platform is just for us as a community, that we bring in ideas, you know, help each other where we need to help each other, and then that way we move forward. Yeah. Then somebody saying, is it good to put pictures on our CV as care assistants? I don't encourage people to put their CVs, honestly, because these care jobs, they are not you know, modeling opportunities or beautician, beauty, like they're not looking for what do you call this? I'm a air hostess. They're looking for people to do care work. They're not looking out for your facial appearance, or no, they don't care about that. They don't care about your height. They don't care about your complexion. So why put a picture? Unless when they request for it, of which they would never request for it. They would never. So don't put your picture. I've always discouraged people from putting their pictures. Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know where it all came from, but I guess people have their own reasons, or maybe they mistakenly, took it for jobs that may require, like especially cruise ship, they would want to see your picture. Yeah, most cruise ships, they would want to see your picture. So I don't know where people took that from. So that's what I think. Yeah, I could be wrong. Okay, so let's go through the, all right. Thanks, sis. Thanks, Samuel. Let's go through the, what you call this, the do's and don'ts that I drafted. And guys, we're open to correction. If there are other things that I don't mention, come through, tell me, and then we look at them as well. Because I think people are really going to benefit from this little information that we share. Yeah. So just a moment while I try and check on something. Okay. All right. So that's okay. That's all right. So let's go on, to the matter. But you stop me wherever you think I need to stop, and then we get on it. We get on it, guys. Right. So the do's and don'ts, guys. I'll start with the do's. Right. What you need to do, guys, is to budget wisely. Budget. This process won't just come, without any money. You need to get money out of you to get this process done and dusted. Without money, guys, most things won't be done. Remember, you've got your documents to gather up. Yeah, you've got your, your TB test to do. You've got your IELTS to write. As long as you do not have money and you rely on somebody, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. So when you decide to start this process, check your pocket and see what everything is in place. Yeah. Just make sure, guys, you've got a starting point. Don't just rely on somebody, or don't rely on, don't rely on, think everything is just going to be, is just going to be for free. Yeah, it's not going to be for free, guys. The process, before you even get to the sponsor, for you to get to the sponsor part of it, you should have parted with money. You should have parted with money, Okay. So let's budget. Let's budget. Make sure you've got enough funds to run this whole process. I hope people know what I mean. There's just a lot involved, guys. We can't list everything one by one, right? So budget wisely. What I do not want is for you guys to rely on your relatives abroad, because they've got their own stresses. And at the end of the day, you end up, breaking those good ties, those good relations, because maybe you failed your IELTS, and then your sister or your cousin was looking forward that you're going to pass. And some would have made agreements to say, okay, you're going to pay for me the IELTS and what. Then when you get here, you're going to pay me back. Then what if you don't manage to come here within that year, or it takes you long, and then what? You're going to break your relations over nothing. So budget. Try, and if you're thinking, what next year I should have gone, by now you should start budgeting. Yeah, it's good, because back in Zim, there's US dollars, in South Africa there's rands, in wherever. Though that's money that you can save, like as hard cash, right? So kindly do that, guys. Yeah, kindly do that. It would really assist us. Economy hygiene, right? It certainly, it will really assist you, right? And then research about the process of a particular country. Countries do things differently. They do things differently. And when I say research, I mean check, check, guys, what does this country want in particular, right? In all aspects, everything, you should know what are their requirements, how do they want their things to be done, right? Like, for instance, this English thing,
You know, Ireland says with the carers, they don't worry about the English, but don't take it like, you know, like everybody else to say Ireland doesn't need English. For critical skills, you know, or workers, they have to have their English. Yeah, I had some people saying, no, whatever, even you don't need your English. That's not it. But check against whatever job you want to come and do, and check if they want this or that. And then some will tell you, what, I've got my UK VI, so that's what I'm going to use for Ireland. No, Ireland is Ireland, it's not UK. So they won't take that for your visa application. They would want IELTS, right? They would want you to have your academic IELTS, not your UK VI. Your UK VI is going to be used only in the UK. So those are some of the little small things that maybe we don't give notice of, yeah, which may cost us very much, right? Somebody is saying, Nkoma is saying, also know your visa requirements, yeah? Don't just assume, guys, everything is just right there. It's written plainly. They'll say you need to have this, this, and that, right? And then Sis Bridget says, surprisingly, how it really works. I'm a support worker where a qualified Russian doctor was told he has to start from Pansi to get into, you see, into the NHS system. Konapa, he's a doctor, yeah? But because he's Russian, they probably looked at something and they're saying, no, but they're saying he has to start from scratch. That's what they've say. That's what they want you to do. We don't want you to get on with the process while you're almost up there. Then they tell you, what, no, you were supposed to do this. You see what I mean? So let's get that, sorted out, guys. Make sure you research, make your thorough research about the country that you want to go to. Don't assume, because it will really cost you a lot. Yeah, it will cost you in terms of money and in terms of time. Okay, then I see others are saying happy birthday. No, guys, it wasn't my birthday. My birthday is on 6th January. Yeah, for those who might remember, next year, 6th January. So no, this was for my son. Yeah, this was for my son. He's a teenager now. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And then you right, like we said, gather up all your requirements. Yeah. When you see the requirements, they say you need to have this. Make sure you tick. Yeah. Have your small diary for your diaspora journey. You should be ticking what this I've done. But make sure you're doing the right courses, you're doing the right thing. You're not just going with the flow, yeah? To say, I hear they're saying you need to do this. I hear they're saying you need to do Allison. I hear they're saying you need to do, some even engage themselves. Right, one thing that I need to also correct you guys, there are some, everybody's opening a care work, care courses school, yeah? A lot of people, I've heard people are talking of these Botswana schools, where even the care courses are being done at home, like Endlin. The place is not accredited, and all that. Then you're just saying, no, I'm going to do this. I heard somebody saying that they're doing these courses. Guys, where you're doing your training, the place has to be credited. The school has to be credited. Even if it's an online, training school, it has to be accredited. Yeah, it has to be accredited. And it's got its specifications where you need to do this particular thing. So imagine they've wasted your time, and these people are charging. They're into business, yeah. So they don't care. You go with your qualification, and then you're told, no, we don't need this. This is not accredited, and what you would have lost out. So make sure you're doing your trainings with the accredited, schools, and if you're doing online courses, make sure everything is just on point, because we don't want to, to waste so much money. Right, so that's gathering up all your requirements, and then check if you qualify for that particular job that has been advertised. Right. What I mean by qualifications, I know carers, everything is right out there, and people can see what you need to have the care courses, you need to have experience. Right. Let's look at other professionals. Right. Those who like the critical skills, jobs. Yeah. You need to check that you qualify against their requirements, right? If they want you to have a degree, apply having a degree, not a diploma. Yeah, and then this is pretty saying, read carefully all requirements, even the faint print. A lot of people miss it there. You're very right, sis. Yeah, even at the bank, when I hardly read those faint prints, but I've learned to try and read it. Now the good thing that I can do, I just read maybe halfway. Yeah, because they're just too faint for me. But it is very important to read those faint prints. Yeah. Kindly do that, guys, and it will save you quite a lot of money, quite a lot of time and everything. So I was talking about the qualifications. Do you qualify? Don't just look at a post, a job advertised, then they're saying they want teachers, and then you're right there busy putting in your application, and then you've not specifically looked at the requirements. That's why we could be getting most of the grades, guys. the requirements that they might have, Lapana, you might not be having them. Yeah, you might not be having them. If you have them, or you've done a certain degree or what with a particular university or a particular college, check if that college is recognized internationally. Okay, check if that college is recognized internationally, because some colleges, some universities, they wouldn't want to recognize them. I know of specific colleges or universities in South Africa, yeah, I think in Zim they're there as well, where they'll not recognize, yeah, where they'll not recognize the, you know, the degrees, because maybe like in South Africa, they'll say you trained in Afrikaans. This college trains people in Afrikaans. One of them, I think, would be Stellenbosch. Yeah, Stellenbosch, I know there was something about it. They were saying, you know, people are trained in Afrikaans and they can't take them. Yeah, and then in Zim, I know some, yeah, some colleges, some universities, yeah, which will not be recognized. So check along that, guys. Do they recognize this college? Do they recognize the degree that you have? Do they recognize the diploma? You remember yeah, he actually said it as well, that there are some degrees that don't really matter. Yeah, even if you apply with them and home offices realize that you've got this degree, or your employer realizes that you've got this degree, it doesn't really matter, because it's not recognized in wherever you're going. Yeah, so you're better off going as a carer. They won't really question you. Yeah, I was saying, maybe you did accounting and you just did it at diploma level. Yeah, it won't affect you in any way, because maybe in the UK or in Australia or not, they won't consider that. So I hope you get what I mean. Fan Lama stars, Lama likes, Lama loves, if what I'm saying makes sense, guys, so that I see people are here. Yeah, and then there's no people, right? Then make sure you submit authentic documents, guys. I know we have a tendency of, doing mkotokoto, which at times you really need to do those mkotokotos, right? But make sure your mkotokotos are authentic, and wherever you get whatever you're doing, make sure it's authentic. Yeah, because a lot of people are going to be banned, a lot of people are going to be rejected, a lot of people are going to be red listed because of these fake documents that people submit. Yeah, and anyway, if you decide to submit, oh yeah, well, thanks, Pussy. Thank you so much. All right, I thought people had gone. I was talking alone. Thank you so much. So make sure you've got things that are authentic. Yeah, make sure you've got things that are authentic. Brother Talent, when applying, don't use the same CV. Please check the company requirements first and edit your CV to suit their requirements. Automatically, your CV will report for you in their email. Then you will call. Be called, then they will call you for an interview. Thank you so much, Brother Talent. So Brother Talent, he looks at the CVs as well. Yeah, he looks at the CVs and he can help you, look at your CV, on whatever to. Same with he also does that. Yeah, so Brother Talent, I've referred some people to to him. I hope you've seen those people. I hope you've helped them, and like you are saying, their CVs have to be called out for interviews, please. Not the people being called, but their CVs, because the CV, says it all about a person. So get some help, guys. Reach out. We've got people who are, who are gurus in these things. Nampa, Brother Talent, lavo, yeah. So make sure you reach out for help. I don't know if you're going to be charged, but he's also doing his side hustle. I'm not involved in it. You just talk. All I do is just support people with their, with their side hustles, as long as I know they're doing something that's genuine. Okay. For Talent, just put your number up and then I can pin it. Put your number up, I can pin it. But I have some that have come to my inbox and I've shared your contacts with them. Okay. Right. And then, so I'm a fake documents and allow, right. Make sure they are authentic. I don't know if there's anything that's fake which is authentic, but make sure your things make sense, really. They should make sense. Don't buy something, then you won't even know how to do that job for the certificate waiting there, right? I had somebody, I remember there was one girl who came through here and they were saying, I want to buy 2%, so it's a care course. Then I was like, really? How does that happen? How do you then function? How do you work? So such things, they turn against you in whatever situation. Okay, so let's be mindful of that, right? And then be realistic as well with your timings, right? You start your process today. Don't expect to be gone within a month or 2 or 3. Give yourself time. tell yourself would maybe in 5 months or 6 months. Yeah, because you're just going to be frustrated. Yeah, just make sure you just be realistic with the situation. Don't do things out of pressure. Time, honestly, for those who are coming the island route, because that part they'll take their own precious time. Even me being here, when I try to do something, when I try to apply for something, it will take ages, guys. It will take ages. That's how their process does things. The process so make sure when allow it, we have a patience. Linda, make sure you're just waiting for their response. Yeah, the best that you can do is call them, ask. I sent in an application. I was just making a follow up to see how far it's gone and what. Yeah, for planning purposes. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so just be patient and be realistic with your, with your timings, with the process. Okay, all right, and then always make sure you engage yourself with legit people. Guys, I've got a problem with people that will have put their trust on people that they don't know. I know we don't know each other, we are strangers to each other. Most of you don't know me, but when I come here, it's, you know what, for me to do this for you, $500 US dollars, we're talking of big money. To me, even $100 is quite a lot of money. How on earth do you give me that money when you don't know my authenticity, when you don't know the work that I've done? Even if you think you know the work that I've done, but there's Google these days, there's whatever. I can just draft things and tell you this is what I do. And then how on earth do you give me money, just basing on Uguti, I saw Nabantu on social media and then she's going to do this for me? Deal with legit people and deal with people that are on the ground at the place. I've had a lot of people who are back in Africa and they are pretending to be agents for these diaspora countries, and then they are the ones that are collecting money, and people are giving them monies and they're promising them that we're going to take you to diaspora. How on earth does a person who is back yeah, back Zumba or in Kweru or in Kobulawa, go Hatten and Sly tell you what I'm going to take you to Europe? How does that happen? Or I'm going to take you to the US. How does that happen? I don't know. But I've just got a question. I've got a problem with that, honestly, because that person should be telling you, or you should be communicating with somebody who's already here because their company is functioning here. How does a company, an Irish company, function in Zim? How does a British company function in Botswana? How does, unless I come down there, right? Himself, with my documents and whatever, and we do a conference and you have to make sure I'm authentic. You've just started my profile and you see what I'm running, something that's authentic, that's real, that's out there. I've got a website where you can just read about me, see the reviews and everything. Yeah. So just don't trust anybody with your money, guys, unless if they are saying they're not making you pay, then that's fair and fine because you're not losing anything. Okay. And then, so like I said, deal with people who are on the ground. Those who are just fly by nights, who are anyway, anytime. It's not honesty. It's not. How do you deal with the person who is right back there and then they tell you what they're going to do this for you? How do they know the systems? Really, it doesn't work like that. And then always, when you are applying, you are responding to an advert. When you haven't seen an advert, there's no way you're just going to apply from nowhere. They're going to reject that application. Yeah, so don't think everybody's rejecting me. It's because you haven't responded to an advert. They always want you to respond to an advert. Okay, right? And then stay positive always. Yeah, the positive mind attracts the positive actions. Okay, whatever you think about yourself or whatever you think about what you're doing, the outcome is all determined by the brain. Yeah, by what you think of yourself. So when you tell yourself, "Who did this? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get this job. I'm applying for this job and I'm going to get it. They're going to call me for interviews." That's it. That's it. That's the irony of this whole mind. Yeah. So always stay positive. And then I'll always say patience pays. I can't overemphasize that. So on the don'ts, I hope I'm a girl you are zealot. Then on the don'ts, guys, don't be overzealous. Don't be overzealous. Don't tell yourself, okay, Mina, I want you to go to, like, it's more to do with the timing. Yeah, you tell yourself, I'm just being real with myself. Yeah, I'm going to be real with myself. And whenever you are saying you want to move to the diaspora, don't think you're going to get, money on the trees. Don't think you're going to be walking on money, streets of gold. Guys, it's not as easy as we all think. So don't be overzealous, because you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be depressed. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to lose your things, because you've just told yourself, wow, I'm going to the, to my world, to my own heaven on earth, and what. So make sure stay calm and tell yourself, I'm just going to work for my family, okay? And then don't depend on hearsays and rumors. This is authentic. This is processes that government offices have to are involved, and what dealing with farmer policies and what. So don't listen to rumors. Yeah, have something that's written down. When I share with you some information, right, go and check on it. Go and open your Google. Remember, I would have just given you a hint that there's something out there. The best that you can do is just to go and check your Google. Check if what Pasha was talking about is real. It's there. It's real. That's why even when I share the jobs, right, in as much as I share the links on the subscriptions page, but to you here, at least I show you the job name or the company name to say you're going to check under this name, this company, right? So when I've given you an idea to say this company is recruiting. So when you're going to Indeed, when you're going to Monster, when you're going to Job Irish, when you're going to .ie, you're looking for a certain company, and whatever I would have shared, you should always find it there as well. If you don't find it, then it means nobody is a scam in a way, okay? So make sure you don't depend on rumors. Don't just get to my hearsays. Maybe I'll tell you, no, there's company A that's recruiting, and then you just go and apply, and you just say, nobody, just give me the address, I'll apply, and you haven't even seen the advert. It won't make sense. They'll definitely throw your CV away. They'll throw your application away, okay? And then don't apply if you don't qualify. Like I said, if you don't qualify, channel out. Those who qualify will apply. When are your opportunity is going to come? I've shared a lot of opportunity here. I've shared my electricians. I've shared social workers. I've shared, if you don't qualify, leave it for those who qualify. Okay, so that's just fair enough. All right, and then never pay AMA agents. Like I say, never pay AMA agents when you don't know what you're paying for. When they ask you to pay, ask, what am I paying for? Why should I pay this? If they're saying it's administration fee, what administration? What exactly are they going to be doing for you? Okay, because when you ask people to pay you, they expect a service back. Mina, I find it very difficult, honestly, to say to people, pay for this. I'd rather just help at no cost, because I'm put under pressure, because people have paid me. So I need any service yeah. You might talk of subscriptions. Subscriptions is not for me. It's not me who's asked for them, but Facebook has opened that platform for people, to support the work that I do. That's why even if you look at, the subscriptions that people pay, I don't ask for too much or anything, yeah, because I don't want to be reached through that subscriptions page. But it's a matter of just you voluntarily supporting, the little work that I do. And that's it. So I don't owe anyone anything. But when you ask someone to pay for a service, they'll certainly want you to give them a service, and they'll expect more actually than what you're able to give back. Yeah. So make sure when you ask someone to pay, ask when the person who's paying, ask why you're paying. What are you getting out of it? Yeah. And that person who's asking you to pay, they shouldn't feel offended when you ask them what you are paying for, because it's a tit for tat. You want my money, I want your service. So yeah, you shouldn't blame me when I ask you, why should I pay? What are you going to give me? Are you going to give me the job and all that? Okay, all right. And then when you plan, or the final date has been given to you, and they've told you you finally come into the UK, you finally come into Australia, to New Zealand, or what, tell yourself you're not only coming for money, but you're coming to work. When you come looking at the money aspect, you might be disappointed and you end up going back, or you end up getting frustrated, or you end up not giving yourself enough time to rest, because money can never be enough. Yeah? Especially in this situation now, In most countries, the economic situation has just gone down. Yeah, other countries are going through recession, you know, and all that. So don't expect money to be just, you know, everywhere, because there are things that you also need to focus on, that you need to pay for. The money can be there, but there are bills that you need to pay. So when you come and say, yeah, I'm going to make money, you make all those false promises, tell your relatives that, yeah, first month I'm going to send you, you know, $800, or I'm going to send you groceries, I'm going to send you clothes and whatnot. Don't make those false promises, because you're certainly not going to do it. For those who are already here, you'll back me up with this. You are not going to do it within your first, second, even third, or even the fourth month. You are not going to do it. Mark my words. Unless maybe if you came with money from there and then you want to use that money to spoil them. But money that you're going to be getting, guys, support me if I'm wrong. For those who are here, you are not going to be able to pay them, to spoil them, or to do whatever, unless if you've left your child or your family, your immediate family. That's what you're going to be able to do. You're going to be doing for them, because you are telling yourself, you're sacrificing, you're telling yourself that instead of me, you know, to be eating like this, of which food is cheap anyway, but you're saying instead of me to buy this, no, I'd rather send, you know, my wife, my children, you know, so much money. You're sacrificing. You're saying, I won't have this. I'd rather have my child to have it. Yeah. You see the part of it. Yeah. So always tell yourself that you're not coming here for money, but you're coming to work. What you're going to get after working, that's something else. Yeah. But when you say you're coming for money, because for you to get that money, you're going to sweat. You're going to sweat. I feel sorry for those that come here during the cold season, during the winter season. For those who will be coming now, these coming few months, you're good to go, because it's getting summer and everything. But as long as you're coming to Europe during the winter season, I use because it's not easy. It is not easy, guys. It's not easy. The other day I was talking to somebody who is into dorm care. She leaves home at 6 in the morning, and she's not driving. She's using public transport, so she'll leave home at 6 in the morning. And then when I was talking to her, she was actually on the bus going home, and she was saying she gets home at 20 minutes to 1 a.m. And tomorrow morning she's going to work again. So you can imagine, like one situation I'm going, yeah, that's how her shifts are rotated, yeah. So it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's doable. That's what I say. Because if it wasn't doable, people would have gone back to Africa. So it's doable, but it's not easy. You really have to, you know, tighten your shoelaces and, yeah, pull up your stockings and tell yourself, what I'm going to work. When you're going for money, honestly, when I'm told, you're going to get money there, there's nothing that I'm going to do. I'm just going to get money and that's it. Yeah, so it's not easy, honestly. It's not easy. You need to work, but it's doable. And when you get that money, you smile. You really enjoy it because you know you've worked for it and you deserve it. You spoil yourself. That's the good part about it. That's why when we go out, really go out, you know, we have a good time because we know when we're going back to work for that money again, yeah, I'm rejuvenated. I know I've got the energy and I'm going to work because I know I'm going to be paid. That's the good part about here. When you work, you're going to be paid. Yeah, but if you don't work, you don't get paid. So this applies to people who are not feeling so well. Get yourself treated first. Get yourself, you know, managed. Make sure you see your doctor. They manage you. Come here when you are physically fit. That's one other thing that I wanted to say to you guys. Come here when you are physically fit. There is no discrimination because of your condition or whatever. No. But when yourself, make sure you first nurse yourself. Make sure make sure you're feeling fit. Because if you're not, honestly, you'll be one of the statistics here. Yeah? There's lots of things involved. It's not only about you thinking what I'm fit, but even the mental status. Make sure you're okay. You're fully, you know, geared for you to come and work. All right. I hope I'm not frightening you. Yeah, because I don't really want to frighten you, because if it was that frightening, I wouldn't be here as well. I'll be back in Africa. All right. And then I can't overemphasize about it. Don't submit fake documents. If you do not have documents, wait till you get your documents right. Yeah, because they'll catch you. Don't submit paper wrong. Don't. Okay? And again, like I said earlier, don't be oversellers. Don't sell your properties. Don't even if you are living and you've got a house, don't sell that house. If you've got a house and you've got a fridge, you've got sofas, I don't encourage people to sell that property or give away. Don't do that, because you'll be coming back then. You'll come back into that same house. Yeah, you'll come back and want to use that fridge. You'll come back and don't sell your property, because that's hard-earned property. You worked for it, and it can't just go like that. And they want to negotiate, so you'll be selling your property at a very cheap price. When you can actually keep those things, they don't rot. Yeah, you can keep those things, and then anytime when you come, you're going to use them. Leave them. If you're leaving them for a relative to use, let it be. Because I hear people saying you can't leave a fridge for too long. You know, it will die on you and whatever. Borrow it to somebody to use. I know it might be issues when you have to return it and whatever, but don't sell. Don't sell those things, because you might not even be able to buy those things back. Yeah? Because I always believe that. If you sell, you're not doing anything. If you've got a car and you think you can raise enough money and you don't sell that car, don't sell that car. Leave it, leave it. It might be doing some errands while you're away. You're trusting somebody to remain with it. I know it's not easy to, to depend on somebody, like to give somebody or something, but you can ask them to just be running the engine, and then they don't drive it. Yeah? Because you will need it when you come back. Now, imagine for the diasporans, when you come back and you don't have a car, how does that feel? For those who have gone back home and they do not have cars, they've sold their cars when they were leaving, and then you're back at home, you're back in Zim, you're back in South Africa, you do not have a car, you're a diaspora, you've got your sling bag, your Gucci sling bag, or your what, how do you then travel from point A to point B without a car? Can you depend on the Ubers and people's cars and whatnot? You can't. You need that car, because how will you be making your errands? Sometimes you'll be needing that cash to top up your application. No, that's very true, sis. If you can sell something, it's okay, but don't sell the whole property, everything. Yeah, I hope people are getting me right, guys. I hope people are getting me right. I see Usis Breeze comment upon it. Yeah, there are times where you need to top up, so you think, what can I sell in this house? Maybe sell a fridge. Yeah, do that, but do it carefully. Yeah, do it carefully. Don't just tell yourself, "What, I'm going to sell everything," and then you remain with nothing. You won't be able to recover those things. Okay, all right. I hope Sana, guys. And I'm not detecting, by the way. I'm just giving you tips and hints, because I've walked that path and I've realized. Luckily, I never sold anything when I left home. No, I left everything like that, and I've seen it. It actually helped me in a way. Yeah, Kuku, thank you so much. Thank you so much. One of the days ngavuma ngekhanda. Yazi ngiyakubhuqa izulu, yazi ube manzi wonke ama-body parts, wonke yazi leza ngaphakathi. And you ask yourself, do I really deserve this kind of a life? And then somebody says, ngicela ungithumele okuyi-100 after all that experience. Right? And then I always discourage people from moving with their families at once off. You've got a job or what, and then you're saying, I'm processing with the whole of my family, we're going all at once. Go and test the waters first, and then you will see what to do with your kids, your husband, your wife, and all that. Yeah, because you need to see if you can afford the kind of life with the whole family. You don't want your children to suffer when they come here, but first come and suffer when they're alone, then you see how it makes sense to you. If it does make sense to you, then you've got the reasons to, make your family join you or whatever. So those are the do's and don'ts that I brought up here, guys, to say, let's look at these things. Let's not underestimate them. I hope somebody got a few hints from them, because it should help, guys. It should help. And then just before I end the live, I hope I was making sense. If I was making sense, guys, please kindly show me. I'm a love, I'm a like, so I'd certainly appreciate. If I was not making sense, like, it's fine. Next time I'll try and, come with more sense. And I hope it will help somebody out there. Somebody's going to benefit. Yeah, I hope somebody is going to benefit. And then for those guys, we've been talking about in New Zealand. For those who are really interested in the New Zealand journey, let's clarify this, guys. I want to help in this way. Laba abafuna ukuhamba on a worker's visa, or laba abafuna ukuhamba, pardon me, ngisebenzisa into so that ngingabe flagged angani kumbe ngiyenza ukuhambisa abantu, no. So for those because I've seen a lot of people coming to my inbox, but I want maybe 1 or 2 people who would city come together and then do these things so that maybe accommodation were able to share and what, which is a good idea, and I encourage people to do that. I told you there's Nigerian girls that went not single, but just ladies that decided to go. Yeah, that decided to go, and they went as a group. They went as a group of 5. Yeah. So I thought we could also do it that as a community. If you can identify yourselves, if you can't simply I have people that are coming to my inbox, and then maybe leave a group of 5, right? We seriously are gonna make my WhatsApp group or whatever. I don't know how we're going to do it. Leave 5 Konapana, we talk, the 5 for me being the 6th one, we're going to look at the requirements like one by one and see do we qualify? Do you qualify? What is it that you have? How much savings have you done? We communicate with somebody who is in New Zealand. They go to the home office, they check, they say you have this, maybe you have a property back home, because they want to be sure that you're going to be able to come back. But at the same time, they want your services. That's why they've introduced the visa, e-work visa. When you get there, you're able to work. That's how much they need people. But at the same time, their rules now, they govern them somehow, right? They can't just allow any Jack and Jill to come in, because the place is definitely going to be flooded, right? So I want people who are serious, guys, because when I want to start something, I want to be real. I want to do things the right way, yeah? And I want people who are motivated in doing this, because we want results at the end of the day. So we are going to check like thoroughly and see what in New Zealand, because when I was talking to somebody, they said it used to be very difficult. They would want you to be a professional because they know you're at work, maybe you're coming on holiday, you're going to go back. So I would want people who are employed, which they have a reference from their employers. So that it's an advantage, because they'll see which definitely you are on leave, you're going to go back. Then secondly, I would want people who have bank accounts, because they want to see how much you've saved. Yeah, they want to see how much you've saved, and they want to see how much you've saved. So that's kind of people that I want. And then I want people who are going to be positive about this whole thing. Yeah. Hi, how are you now?
How are you, Ma? Today we're going to be doing some coffee roasting here.
Okay, I see that.
So want people to go. Yes, so this is the machine, guys. It uses electricity and gas sometimes. So this is what we're going to go and do in Ireland.
Yeah. What's the product? What exactly will you be doing? First, show me the product.
So, the product is coffee. Brazil. It's basically a coffee green beans.
Oh, okay.
From Brazil. Right?
Okay.
And so it will come like this.
All right. So you're making coffee.
Yes. We roast the coffee. Then I'll pack it later. But this is the machine to pack it.
All right.
And then I'll sell to other people. But this is the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
So you got your scale here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is just a random video for the people to know what to do there. So
yeah.
You see, it's telling you 3 kgs.
All right.
So at least 5 kgs is gonna be enough, because this only roasts 5 kg at a time.
All right.
So we need to add some more coffee. As you can see, this is the Brazilian Cerrado. So it needs someone to be putting the coffee, then someone must be checking on the machine.
Then tell me it's ready coming anytime now. Okay? Yeah?
Okay. So we're still here. It needs a bigger room, by the way. It needs a room. It doesn't need a spare room. It needs a whole hole. This is a room. See how big it is. You can't roast on a
training. Do you do training?
Yeah, I need to train. I never find anyone to train yet.
Okay.
But it needs a room. You can't just do it on a small space.
All right.
This is the setup here. So we need to only make 5.8.
Good. Saturday you're going to wear your uniform. Yeah. On Sunday, wear jumper, tracksuit. Then I see it now. I see it. And then on there's the rain bottom and the rain jacket. You saw it?
Yeah.
You saw it.
I'll tell you the rest of the things.
So that you don't come with. Yeah. Okay. Type something for okay.
I'll tell you tomorrow. Yeah, you can. It's done now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Good. And then
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you.
your nose is blocked or whatever. You tell Unam twins. I'll tell you what to do. I put your medication somewhere.
Is it
Okay, so this is the coffee.
It's finished.
So I put something else for the blocked. It's called clofeniramine.
Is it spicy?
No.
Okay, so guys,
try you very rich lah.
5,865.
Okay.
You guys
Okay.
now say 5,865. 5,8. So just a 5. Too much.
Okay.
5,8. 65. Okay.
Okay.
66. No,
And you
still
have
too much.
Foot, eh?
Yes, you have to know because now it's gonna give you a wrong measurement.
Okay.
It doesn't want to be 6'5", 6'6". Okay, we're just gonna go with 6 feet, guys. Then you put in your coffee.
Yeah. I don't do see it. Where is it?
I think that there's 2 inhalers in this.
But I've checked. I can't find yours. So maybe he's used up all of them. But check out the bedrooms one. Maybe
Okay.
you might see it.
We're starting to roast the coffee now, guys.
So if I am
yes. This is the old coffee, but it needs to go out. So it's gonna be roasted again. Okay, so we're gonna turn the machine now. I'm going, guys. We're taking out the old coffee.
Wow.
Okay, we don't want old coffee anymore. We're going for the first roast. Okay, so we need to time here. We need to time now. You see the machine is ready. We drop the coffee. We drop the coffee. Starting to roast now. We take out this one.
And then do you do your own packaging? Do you package it yourself? Then you send it.
I do package. Then if you want them, I can make it like how they do coffee. But we can do that also. We can grind it, and we can do that also if you want.
Okay. I did that now.
Okay. Roasting now. Let's see how it's roasting.
Wow, Nancy and Lapan. So this is how these people do this coffee. Because Napapeli Island, or actually in Europe, we all eat coffee by nata, guys. They drink it like no man's business. UK.
This is the machine they use, guys. This is the machine they use to roast coffee. There is no another machine. So now it's showing you that it's roasting. You got a valve to see how far it went through, yeah.
Wow, that's so nice. You had forgotten yesterday. Oh, this is beautiful. That's a lot of money.
You need to read right down now. So if you guys remember, the BT was 171. That's the bin temperature. This was the airflow temperature. If you guys remember from here. That's why I said someone needs to be writing
that down. Why do you have to write it down?
Yeah, because for you to know how quickly it's bending. If it's bending too long, you need to know. Because it bends different. It doesn't bend the same way. Some of it takes too long. It doesn't take too long.
Okay.
So the machine, yeah. So this is the first crack. As you can see now, we need today's date here. 2804. Today's date. We only put 5 kgs.
Okay.
So you need to time now.
Yeah, you need to definitely.
So you see it's changing the color now. Then you put your sealer. Then you come this side, put the sealer on. This is the one they use to seal. So it must be on 150 or 180, depends on how quickly you want it to seal. But it's extremely hot. It mustn't be too hot.
Okay.
Then I need to come this side. Go for a second brush. You're gonna see how this one is gonna come up. See how it's changing the color.
Get the price.
This is the color. You see how it's changing the color now?
Yeah, the color is changing. So yeah,
what's a mazamba in a complicated way only?
Yeah.
So this is the coffee. This is the coffee that the people drink, guys. There's no any other coffee. This is the coffee.
Just like
that the people drink. Just like that, and it's popping now. It's popping on 3 minutes. So it's now 04. 0405. It's popping now. You're gonna see how different it looks. But that's it, guys. Our sealer is gaining temperature here. It quickly gains temperature.
It looks exciting. At least we know now where our coffee comes from.
You know where the coffee. Then I will show you when I'm grinding the coffee. But this is the process. There is no another process. You see, this thing is even going outside. Okay, let me just show you. This is the room. How big the room is. See, this room was only meant for that. Only for this, guys. There. That's how important the coffee is. This side.
Okay.
See, it's bending now. Okay, it quickly bends, so you have to release it quickly because it quickly bends. In a minute, it can be all gone and you can't drink it. So now you need to put your fan on. You need to put your mixer on. There you go. So you see now you're putting your mixer, you're mixing the coffee together now. Super hot.
Wow.
Super hot.
And it's such a clean process, eh?
Yeah, very clean, very clean. Okay, we're going for the second one. You guys see the time.
Now the second one, 5 so right.
Thank you, ma.
Sharp.
Just
now we'll talk on
sharp. Thank you, ma.
Sharp then. Wow. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. That's one of our brothers. Yeah, he's going to be coming and doing this whole thing. He'll be coming over here and be doing this. So yeah, it's quite something. We've learned something. Yeah, we've learned something. We now know where the coffee comes from. Okay, so that's what I was saying. So for those who are interested in this, for those who are interested in New Zealand, so you come to my inbox. I want people who are organized, guys. I want people who are organized. We are doing this. It's a pilot study that we're doing things against what the New Zealand Home Office wants. Yeah, we want to do it not against, like, we're checking. All right, they want this. We make sure now each and every 5 of us has also working together with somebody who will be right on the ground in New Zealand. Yeah, we need to do this, guys, because if we keep planning, we can never run out of plans. But what we want is action. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll try and get the people coming together. Yeah, it's easier when people are doing it as a group, like, as long as you guys both are committed and know what you want. When we start, we have to move. And before we start, we first need to see if you all have the requirements. If you don't, it's pointless. We'll just wasting money, we're wasting time. So like I said, at least you need to have a profession. Why I'm saying a profession? Because they want to see that you're certainly going to go back. Though when you was at the end of the day that you've got your own motives. Yeah, those are the people that I want. I'm going to assist you. I don't want any money. I'm funny money. I don't want anything, Mina, because there's no way I have to ask to get money. So I don't want to put when things go the other way. I'm just helping you to come together. That's all that I'm doing. So even if I don't say anything on the group, you don't want to hear anything from me. Yeah? I just want to help each other, and we have that. At least if we have 2 groups going, that will be an achievement. Honestly, that will be an achievement. How about that? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Because that's a route that just opened up, and we won't just fly on it. We won't just sit on it and say but we want to also give it a trial and see. No agents are involved. It's just doing your things rightfully. Look, focusing on what the home office wants, and you get your things done and dusted. So that was just on my mind to say, let's get this going. Let's get it started. At least by next week, these 2 groups should be functional. I just want to start with 2 groups and do, for a start, so that I'm not overwhelmed. So that I'm just talking to 2 groups of people. Okay? And then, how is that, guys? Are we good? Or no, it's not going to work out for... Hi, Stiffy. How are you, darling? I love you so much, my girl. You know that. I love you so much. This is the girl who inspired me to do what I'm doing, guys. Yeah? Fifi, the journey continues. Just come through, Fifi, and say hi to us. Just say hi to us. I'm not asking for anything more. Just say hi, and then we say hi to you as well. I love you, girl. She's in the USA. Yeah, I communicate with her. Yeah. Yeah, please do. I don't put a pin on. Don't put a pin, please. Fifi, if you're available, just say hi. Oh, great. I'd love to say hi to you, my girl. She inspires me a lot, guys. So that's what I'll be doing, yeah, for the people. Hi, Fifi.
Sorry, I'm not joining.
Hey, lovely. How are you?
Joining on the audio because I'm not dressed. I'm still in bed. It's 9 a.m.
I know. You know our time differences. They're crazy. Yeah. So I understand. I understand. Are you
so proud of you, babes, for doing what you're doing. It's good to share information. And Yazi, the thing is, as Black people, we are not supportive of each other, and also as creators, we're not supportive of each other. We are rather jealous of each other, which is why we are not progressive. Okay. If Unobantu is now in Ireland or the UK, when Nobantu gets there, Nobantu doesn't want to share the information, even though Nobantu got information from someone else. But Unobantu share. I can never understand why. And I am so proud of you. I always actually catch you when you are offline. I always watch your lives when you... I do ama catch-ups.
Really?
So tomorrow I'm going to be live with a lady in China, and I've spoken to her about you. So she's going to be on your page actually on the next Saturday. So yeah. So what I'm trying to do is when I have a guest, I want to ask them if they do the same live with you the following weekend so that people can get information.
You know what, Fifi? You know what? I love you. I love you for that. I love you so much, Fifi. We've never met, but I don't know how I got to discover about your page, honestly, when I started, following you sometime last year. But, I could see what you're doing. You're just doing it genuinely, for just people to get information. You were not asking them to pay for anything or whatever. And you were not even doing it just for, you growing your platform or whatever. But you could sense it to Wutin. This person is doing it so genuinely. Honestly, I love you for that, Fifi. And guys, you could hardly get people like this. And honestly, we should be grateful. We should be grateful in such a way. When you get that information, you also use
True.
it. Like, don't just
And
sit on
another
it.
thing,
Yeah.
which we didn't have is Ukai Lo as a Gemini, of which I'm going to speak to you privately on WhatsApp. I don't want to discuss it here, but I'm going to speak to you on WhatsApp about him. Uzo share like different types of. Anyway, let me just not destroy the whole life because I want to speak to you about Ukai Ose Gemini, which is going to come on your page as well. Also sharing information as a Gemini. What we need to understand is, no matter when you get to somebody's page, if you don't like what they're sharing, or leave, but do not
Just leave.
or post a page like scam. Unless you have a proof your scam. Don't tell Fifu is scam, or don't tell Usman Man is. Don't. We need to share as much information as possible, especially as Black people. We need to the same Umumbano Lama Pakistani people that come to South Africa, and they are so like together. We need to have that thing as South Africans as well. So we'll speak on WhatsApp. Just WhatsApp me. Just WhatsApp me so I can just share the guy's information, because I did ask him, because he's going to be live with me, I think somewhere during the week. Then after that, he's going to be here on your page as well. So people need also, as much as you share information for free, people need to share your page.
Thank you. Okay.
Because she's got a subscription for Abadu. Let's not expect Mundo goes all the way, because when you are actually asking for a guest with Abadu, I don't think people know this. You actually beg Umuntu Ezela.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Honestly, Fifi, I'm glad you're saying this. You know, by the way, guys, Fifi is the one who connected me with Usamge. You remember we had Usamge one of the days, yeah? Honestly, it's so difficult to approach somebody that you don't know and ask them to come to a platform. And some might not be social media people, but you're asking them to come out of their shell, you know, and just be out there and share information, which they were not ready to do.
And
but you're begging
is,
them,
no
like what
whether
is
you
saying.
already said
You know,
there, you don't need this information. It's the people who need the information.
Thank you.
They need to support you and do the little. If I say Yazin broke, let me then share information. Let me then invite people to your page so that I grow your platform. If I can afford stars, even if it's 50 stars or 5 stars or whatever, let me do that. Let us not just expect to go to.
It does. I have to sit down and write. I have to look for people to come and share that information. But it's not for me. Fifi is in the USA, guys, like I've told you. So when she shares the information, it's not for her, but it's for our people. We are one. So, yeah. Fifi, I'm glad you brought this up, Dali. I'm glad you brought it up,
honestly. You find a celebrity sharing Uguti, I'm so tired today. Page. I'm so tired today. There's about 400 shares. Abantu bashare ukuthi celebrity said they are tired, but they won't share ukuthi Unobantu said they are caring opportunities which are available here and here. Why are we not doing that? Why?
Exactly. Simple, Jay.
But
simple.
They want to go to your inbox and ask you what you just said on the live. Why can't they come to you on the live? Because
thank you.
At the end of the day,
Fifi.
we are people's wives. We've got husbands. You cannot Facebook answer ama inbox one by one, because your husband won't understand why you pendula abantu one by one. Cocaine. You're doing it out of your free will. So the least that people can do is share is to invite people to say, you know what? Don't only say, guys, there's information going on, to tell them that they have to follow, because I can come to your page without following you and take your information and then go away. Ask them to follow and like the page so that the page grows. We need this love. I can't say ukuthi share information yokuza phesheya. I can't share it with unobantu amagestami because unobantu uzoba more famous or more popular or have more or more following.
No.
The aim is not about the following. The aim is about sharing the information. We need to love each other. That's the main thing. Anyway, guys, let me not take unobantu's time. Guys, please do like and follow and share her page with others. Those that you meet, don't just tell them who to the total information it is. Tell them to follow and like her page as well. Thank you so much, babes.
Guys, my love, my likes, Fifi. You know, she's one of our girls here. Love you so much, Fifi. Yes,
please send me an email.
Bye.
All right. Sharp.
Definitely, I'll do that. Thanks so much. All right, Fifi. So, guys, that's it. Honestly, we've got loving people out there. They just love the work that we do. Hi, sis Maggie. I love you so much, big sis Lawyers. I love you so much. So, you know, we get people out there. Like I always say, share the live. When you share the live, we've got an opportunity that's going to be coming. Somebody's going to be sharing an opportunity. You know, she has a guest. That guest is going to come as well. And I'm also encouraging you to just go and see what she does. Go and like her page. Go and follow her page. And you can, you know, that same guest is going to be coming to us and sharing that information as well. You get that's how we work, you know, amongst each other. Yeah, because at the end of the day, we have one motive. We're not here to create. I'm not here speaking for myself. I'm not here to create a name for myself. I'm not here for loves, for followings. No, I have enough love back where I am. But I'm just out there to help. Let's help each other. There are things that I'm going to learn from you. Yeah. Also, learn something from what I do, from what I say. Share the information with somebody else. We'll go a long way, guys. We'll certainly go a long way. I think I better go, guys. I've been here for too long. And then on Sunday, yeah, I think, guys, things are really shaping up. On Sunday, we'll be having a guest as well. He's going to be coming through. And yeah, he's going to be sharing information on the drivers. So he's a driver, he's a trucker in the USA. He's going to come and share information with us and how things are done. Hi, Putu Amunjan.
Hi, how are you, Mazinki?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm video chatting from South Africa, looking for opportunities in Ireland and in UK.
Okay.
I've actually done almost everything, like the certificates and everything, but
okay.
I'm hearing room.
All right, you're doing. That's fine. That's all right. So that's okay. All right. And then the air code 7 not it's not just you can type your address in Adana. All right. And then it's Chinjan, right? Like all right. No, that's okay. All right. Sis actually all right, sis. Sharp. Okay. Sorry about that, Puti. Sorry so much. Sorry. Remove those things from the fridge and put them there so that we don't forget them. Sorry. Talk, Puti. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so like I was struggling with subscribing for me to actually get all the links that you said, because my mother follows you a lot, she always tells me what you posting and I should listen every day.
As well. And that one is the foil paper. So what I can advise you.
So the major question she wanted to know is when a person goes to New Zealand and the 6-month visa expires, what does the person proceed with? Does the person
Okay. I hope I got your question clear. Hey, what happens after the 6 months of your visitor's visa expires? Are you going to come back, or what's going to happen? Right. I think all that information, like we will be now communicating with somebody who's right on the ground, somebody who is going to call the home office and they ask about all those nitty-gritties. But from the information that I've found out, you don't even wait for your 6 months to elapse. So maybe within the first month, as long as you've got that visa, that's important. As long as you've got a visitor's visa to visit, you're good to go. When you get there, as long as you land in that country, you are allowed to look for a job.
Okay,
so now when you get the job, we are still this level. Can you understand this level?
Yeah.
Right, because I'm going to make a flag or something. Ungathola ke umsebenzi. I-workers visa liyana, i-visitors visa isizatshintshwa to a workers visa. Nxa usule workers visa, no one asks you ukuthi kanti uyabuyelana ne-South Africa. Akula muntu ozakubuza ukuthi kanti uthe uzovakatsha, because already sokutshintshile. So that's the advantage ngayo indaba le, because initially they were not allowing you like what Ireland is doing. Ireland ungabuya uzovakatsha uyisivakatsha, uyawuvunyezwa ukuthi usebenza, awuvunyezwa ukuthi usebenza. But ngale, because there's so much in need of ukuthi abantu bezosebenza, they've then loosened up, you know, that opportunity to say ungangena and we are interested in ukusebenza, siyayitshintsha visa yakho liyana ukwanisa ukuthi ube ngumuntu osebenza, and then already into the system. Maso kunjani.
Okay, I can understand. I understand everything. I understand your kinto. And then EALS test ayifunakali go New Zealand.
No, not as yet. They'll need it now to sebenza khonale. And you can as well, if you have already written it, and you expire after 2 years. If you've already written it, we are hamba velulai, so that when you get a job, you can easily produce it. I have it already.
Okay, but mama nayo ukuyenza that side.
You can do it. You can do it. I'm IELTS institutions, they're everywhere.
Okay, thanks. You've been helpful. No, Anguni, and then one last thing. So I'm more interested in UK, and like I don't know if there is a specific place you can recommend I apply on.
Wena zakubetha ngizaxabana lawe. Suka lapha. I do not have, but when I have, I put it plainly here. I don't hide or anything. Yeah, and I guess you heard ukuthi I registered actually a company for the sake of ukuthi sincedisana, right? Even when I start recruiting, I won't do it secretly, mina. I'll bring it out here to my community to say, guys, this is now what I'm doing, and everybody's going to apply. So I don't do things secretly. Yeah, I'll just bring it on here. If you have done your papers right, straight, you're certainly going to get the job. So Gafana, even in the UK, if I get those links, I always bring them here, and then people apply.
Okay. Let me subscribe and send some stars. Thanks.
You know, subscription, you are more like supporting, so that I continue doing the work. Yeah. If I hadn't been created that platform, it was still going to be fine. You're going to continue putting my love, my likes. But Facebook created that platform because they could probably see the work that I do, and they could see that there are people who might want to support the work. So that platform, for me to give back, to appreciate you for subscribing, I then, when I get the links, I straight away send them direct to the subscriptions page. That's the advantage of it. I straight away send them directly there. And then when I come on the usual live, maybe Lavana, they would have got them first than the rest of the people. We have one. Yeah. And then when they say they only want 10 people, obviously, that's where my favoritism comes in. I give most preference to Lavana subscriptions because they're supporting me. In as much as everybody's also supporting me, but you know, leave not just one like while I'm a favorite. Love you so much. Say hi to Mama, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Abati hi.
Hello, Mommy.
Thanks.
All right. Okay then.
Okay,
Subscribe and send stars.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Okay. And like how far? Okay, fine. Okay, sure.
No. Ask.
I was saying, how far with the process? Oh,
The process can.
the process. I need to say this starting something.
Please. Very soon. When I just keep praying, everything and all that. So
I'ma keep praying. Okay, thanks. Let me figure out how to do the description.
All right, then. That's all right. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And keep sharing the love, keep sharing the information. And yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, guys, we want what's best for everyone, for our people. If other nationalities can do this, why can't we? Thank you so much, Sis Mikey. Thank you so much, big sister. So I love you so much, guys. I better go. And I'll see you on, I'm not sure when, but I'll see you, hopefully I'll see you soon. For those who are interested in the New Zealand thing, come to my inbox. Sorry, I can't add anybody, guys. I need to go. Love you so much, guys. Keep well. Bye-bye.